Hey guys, gizmoddict here, and today we're gonna do a detailed PUBG review on the Realme 6. So the first question that you guys will ask me is why have I delayed this video so much, because you guys have been asking for the Realme 6 PUBG review since the longest time. Well, the reason is I've told you that getting FPS data on Android 10, especially on Realme devices, has become very difficult, which is why I barely had it in my Realme 6 Pro review. So that is the reason why I had to delay the Realme 6 PUBG review, because there was no way to show you guys the FPS, and without FPS I honestly didn't feel like making a PUBG review. But then eventually I found out a way. It's a little bit complex. As you can see, I've connected my phone to my PC and it's being mirroring the display through USB, and then I'm recording the FPS on my PC. It is a little bit of a complex setup, so a lot of you guys will not understand, but that's okay. The point is it works and it gives you more accurate FPS data than before. So that's the reason why this video was delayed, but finally today we're gonna do a detailed PUBG review of the Realme 6. We're gonna see the FPS, we're also gonna see the temperatures because this phone does heat up quite a lot, and we'll also see the battery drain because the Helio G90T is not a very efficient processor. So a lot of things are going to be covered in this video, so without wasting any more time, let's get started. So as you can see the gameplay right now, it's being played on the Realme 6. Game recording is off on the phone because I have connected the phone to the PC and I'm recording it on my PC. So game recording or screen recording is off on the phone, so it's not affecting the performance. You can see the FPS counter on the top left. So here you will see the FPS in real time. So now let's get started. We're gonna play the game on Smooth plus Extreme. As you can see, this phone performs very similar to the Redmi Note 8 Pro because here you can go up to 60 FPS, and in fact when there is not much going around in the game, when you're just looting or driving around, you will get FPS above 50. But as soon as you run into an enemy, as soon as there is an enemy around you and you start firing, the FPS immediately drops to the 40s. Every time you have a fight with anyone else, the FPS is gonna be around 45 or even lower than that, so do keep that in mind. It stays between 40 to 45, and in a lot of cases when things get very intense, it even goes below 40. It will stay between 35 to 40, so do keep all of those things in mind. The Redmi Note 8 Pro also had a very similar performance. It's just that the Note 8 Pro I felt was a little bit more optimized and the frame jumps were not that much on that phone as we see on the Realme 6. So yeah, just check out the gameplay and you can also see the FPS data on the top left.
हेल्थ देख मेरा मैं तू 3x से ले ले बाद में
वरुण कौन सा है?
मेरे पास UMP है as usual.
रुक नेट डाल के जाते रुक
नहीं नीट डालना
टॉप फ्लोर पे एक नेट है
वो पीछे के रूम्स में ना बैठा हो बस और कुछ
ये बहुत डैमेज है ले ले आ गया अरे यार
मैं इसको रिवाइव भी नहीं है.
निमित में नॉक मेरे को ले लिया
ए भाई कितने लोग आए अपने साथ? अरे नाइस.
अरे ये तो हाई आरपी है.
चलो यू
ए सॉरी मैं गन ले गन उठा लिया और ले
यही था मेरा.
हाँ एक आई थिंक ब्रिज कैंप हो रहा होगा इधर ही है
अबे मैं गिज्मो से किल हो गया अपेरेंटली। अच्छा गाड़ी फटा गया है इससे।
ये जल गए, वो लोग जल गए ऊपर। पुश कर।
तो भाई इसके पास भी ड्रॉप का लूट। तेरा देख बगी। तेरे लेफ्ट
गए सब
अरे
गए।
वाह।
लेफ्ट बगी है, ध्यान रखो। पूरा देख बगी दिख गया मानव। हाँ पर
बगी वाला अकेला है।
बगी उठ।
मैं 8x गिरा दिया, मेरे कार 98 पे 3x है अभी।
चलेगा ना, क्लोज डिस्टेंस है। दिखा देख लेफ्ट से एक ही जगह है। मार उसको उधर।
बहुत नूब है,
अबे थोड़ा लेफ्ट। हाँ
बहुत नूब है।
अबे ऊपर एक रेट के पीछे 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 आया तेरे को ये मेरे पे पुश किया शायद। इधर आ जा, इधर आ जा। ये इधर है, बॉट है बे यार, ये यार। नहीं नहीं नहीं, ये डीपी है उसके पास। और इधर और एक बंदा है यार। मैं गया। जल्दी आ, जल्दी टच कर। अबे वापस आए। कौन नॉक? कहाँ पे, बाजू में? लूट ले लूट ले, मैं इधर कुछ तो करता हूँ इधर। उसी भी है। अबे एरा एकेएम से मार रहा है। भाई दो का ही स्क्वाड है, लेके आ जा रहा हूँ मैं उसको।
तो अकेला देगा तो।
अबे तो और लोग आ गए।
True is।
ए मैं नॉक किया है। हेल्थ किट है, गिर गया शायद से नीचे वो। आया, अरे गाड़ी आया। ओए होए होए ओए होए। आया आया। ए, चल दो जा जा, मैं तो जा, दो नॉक पड़े।
ये अपना गाड़ी है ना।
दो नॉक है। हाँ मैं तो परफेक्ट जा रहा है, परफेक्ट जा रहा है। अबे राइट से भी मारा कोई, अबे उधर भी हिल पे 2 लोग है।
इधर भी है 340
हर
के।
जगह लोग है।
हाँ हिल रहा है बरो, मानो उधर निमित उधर ही होगा।
हाँ सही है, ये अब भी रिवाइव हुआ है, दोनों अब भी रिवाइव हुआ है।
So as you saw, the Realme 6 is okayish when it comes to PUBG. Given its price point, I think it's one of the good options out there because apart from the Redmi Note 8 Pro, this is the only phone that gives you smooth plus extreme option, and it's better than the Samsung Galaxy M31. When I compare it to the Note 8 Pro, like I said before, Note 8 Pro seems to be more optimized. I think the performance roughly is 10 to 15% better on the Note 8 Pro. And another area where the Note 8 Pro is better actually is that the temperatures are less on that phone. When I did an extensive testing on the Indian variant on the Note 8 Pro, the temperatures went to 46 degrees at max, but on the Realme 6 I could see temperatures up to 47 and 48 degrees. So both of these phones with G90T, beat the Note 8 Pro or the Realme 6, they do get very hot, but it's the Realme 6 that gets hotter in comparison to something like the Poco X2 or the Realme 6 Pro. Those phones touch 44 degrees at max, but this one will go to 47 to 48 degrees when you're playing for an hour or so. So do keep that in mind. The temperatures were not one of the best on the Realme 6. And also if I talk about the battery drain, that was also quite high. As I've said before, the G90T is not a very efficient processor. So in 1 hour and 10 minutes, the Realme 6 went from 90% to 52%. So that is quite a huge jump, 38%. Normally phones like the Poco X2 and the Realme 6 Pro lose like 20% of battery or at max 25% of battery in 1 hour, but this phone did lose a lot of battery. So the Realme 6 plays PUBG decently well, but the thing is it does get hot and the battery consumption is a little bit more than the other devices. So if you are willing to use GFX tool and you can spend a little bit of extra money, go with the Poco X2 or the Realme 6 Pro. But if you are in a strict budget, the Redmi Note 8 Pro still is a slightly better option than the Realme 6 when it comes to PUBG. But still, it's not a bad phone given its price point, and you can buy it for PUBG if you want to. But you just have to keep in mind that when you get into intense situation or your tier is gonna be very very high, then you will see frame rates of around 40 to 45 and sometimes even below 40. So do keep that in mind. As of now, this was my PUBG review of the Realme 6. I hope you guys liked it. And fortunately, I figured out a way to show the FPS. So now in every PUBG review, you guys will have the live FPS data. If you enjoyed watching this video, please like it and share it with your friends. If you are new here, then subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. And you can also follow me on my Facebook, Twitter and Instagram page for some more interesting behind the scenes content. That's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna be back in a notifications very soon. Peace.